Today on Review Roulette, we're going to be reviewing...
Check out what I just got from Sequence.
We're going to be reviewing Soul Wars!
Anvil of War. Review rollout!
So I was going to review something else, but this is pretty sweet. Can I open it?
Yeah, you can. Oh my God.
This is Christmas.
Jesus.
I'm assuming what's in here, like with the Dark Imperium box, is probably all the models?
Yeah. Okay, so we got one tray with all the models, and they actually put packing foam in it. I don't think that was in. I've ever seen that before.
Oh man, these things look so cool.
Unbelievable. So we, again, packed full of models, what you have come to expect from a Games Workshop starter set. This is basically a standalone starter set for Age of Sigmar, so it comes with enough models for 2 armies, and these things are beautiful. The detail is unbelievable. So yeah, we've got 2 full armies in this box set. Basically everything you need to get started playing the game.
You got the Stormcast and you got the Nighthaunts.
The Nighthaunts, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be, oh man, the level of detail on these models is just fantastic. Games Workshop's just getting better and better with their sculpts and with their the quality of their production. These things are beautiful. I love the Nighthaunt models. They're so detailed, and the just the way that they've mounted them to the bases, because they have like this whole spectre, like floating kind of dynamic, and they're supposed to be kind of floating above the ground. So the way that they tied them in with the scenery, that's great for their bases. And to be honest, it's not too often, like, we're finding that more and more Games Workshop is going the route of having detail and scenery, terrain-based pieces tied in with the model on the bases. Like, it helps them.
It kind of helps the basing mold better with
with
the unit, right? It doesn't look like 2 separate pieces that were just kind of glued together.
Really, really nice models. So everything that's included is prime quality. Like, this stuff is, yeah, it's just great. All snap fit. So everything snaps together. No real need for glue, but again, if you want them to be a little bit more durable, probably recommended to use some glue. But even then, yeah, I think I'll probably end up using some liquid green stuff and everything to fill the gaps and stuff. But they've done such a good job of the way that they're creating their sculpts, so that when you do snap it together, there aren't a lot of there's no mold lines, or there's less mold lines, and there's also less gaps when you're gluing the pieces together. So that's fantastic.
I'm really digging the details on those guys. Oh man, they're so nice.
And the Sigmarines. These guys are unbelievable.
Sigmarines.
So this is the Lord Arcanamon Griff Charger, and he is
going to be epic.
Yeah, that's a huge model.
That's awesome.
He's huge.
I can't wait to field these guys.
Yeah.
I've got a ballista here. It's called a Celestar Ballista. I'm not familiar with Sigmarines.
You're going to be.
I'm going to familiarize myself with these guys. I guess with this edition, they fixed a lot of the issues they were having with the original. The original one was kind of meant for people to be able to pick up and play, especially if you didn't really know the system very well. It was really easy for a new person to kind of get into, which is why I picked up a version of it.
But it was very basic. And then they expanded on the rules, and when they expanded on the rules, it became not overcomplicated, but it became very complex.
And that's where they fixed it. That's what they tried to fix with this edition.
So inside we also have the core rulebook. We have another packet which comes with all the instructions for putting everything together, and also a separate little, I believe that's like a battle plan, and some fluff around these 2 armies meeting.
And it comes with all the little cards too.
And also, yeah, it comes with all the battle scrolls, or the war scrolls.
That's one thing I gotta say that I really liked about Age of Sigmar, is instead of having to search through a bunch of rule books or source books for all the rules for your guys, or using something else to remember everything, you've actually got cards that you can use to reference all of the rules for each unit.
For everything. Yeah.
Oh, and there's dice in the box.
There's dice.
Oh,
there you go,
those
buddy.
are so nice.
I know you're super excited about that.
I like the color of these dice. Look at that. Those are nice. There's dice in the box, man.
Pretty cool. Sample chapter. I gotta read into that. That's kind of cool.
Oh, it's from the Black Library.
Yeah, it's just a little sample book from Black Library. Soul Wars book, which is kind of cool. We've also got next steps. So how to expand your collection if you're collecting one of these 2 armies, which I think we will be. I think this is just I'm diving straight into the Nagash Legions. I think this is going to be a portion of my Nagash army.
I'm going to continue to expand my my Marines.
Your Marines.
My Marines. I'm going to continue to expand my Stormcast Eternals, which I've kind of started collecting secretly. Adam didn't know.
Yeah, so he's been bugging me to get back into this. I gotta say, like, if they're gonna keep upping their game like this, and they're gonna keep introducing new stuff with this quality of sculpts and this quality of material,
They've got our attention.
yeah, they've got our attention, and they're gonna keep getting our attention every time they put something out like this. This is beautiful.
So let's get into some of these books. I'm you know what? Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
you
get
wanna
into some
go
of these
there?
books. Yeah.
All right.
The Battle of Williamsford. I'm assuming this is the narrative
Yeah.
for all of this. It's the artwork, as always, with a GW book, especially of the latest
Yeah.
edition, has been amazing.
Beautiful.
I'm really digging the artwork. I've seen some of the older codexes and stuff like that, and they're not as visually interesting. The latest edition, though, has they've upped their game. They've included a lot of imagery and stuff like that, and kind of incorporated it into the books and stuff like that. As well as the artwork, and the fluff is a lot better.
The fluff is better and more relevant, and that's what this kind of gives you. So the core book is going to give you all of the fluff, everything that you want to read up on about your particular faction, and then also how they're interacting with each other in this universe and how they're fighting it out. But in addition to that, it's also going to give you all of your different, basically all of your different battle plans and expansions onto the base rules, which you'll find the base rules in the core rules book, and it's...
Which is a lot different from the original set, because the original set was 4 pages long. It was 4 pages of rules.
Yeah,
It was fairly
definitely
simple.
But there's also more pictures and everything in this too. 'cause
Yeah,
there
there's
was
a lot
less
more
pictures
artwork.
and artwork in the original one, so that kind of expanded it a little bit too. So my understanding, the gist of it would be that the new edition is basically a simplified version, or a more basically compressing everything, making it make more sense and make it easier to understand, but not so much that it's just pick up and roll dice. There's still strategy involved, which is important.
It's still Warhammer.
Yeah, it's still Warhammer.
No, Adam, we're supposed to start here. You gotta start here, all right? And you gotta read this. This is the core book.
Well, it just gives you an introduction to the universe, the Age of Sigmar universe, and talks about Legions of Death and
That is beautiful.
Sigmar, and yeah, it's kind of cool. It just gives you a little bit of an introduction. I'm probably going to need to read that because, like I said, I am fresh coming into this. I am excited to dive in, and again, huge thank you to Sequence Comics and Gaming for providing us with this set so that we could do this review today and start working on these armies. Feeding the addiction, guys. Thanks. They also have a heck of a lot more command traits. There's artifacts in this book, in the core book, and then on top of that, you also have your the newly introduced. They've kind of introduced a stratagem-like system from 40K.
Really?
Yeah, so
Oh.
it's basically you'll have like different things that you'll be able to do using these command points, and it is command points.
So nice. I really like the command point system. To be
Yeah,
honest
it
with you.
does.
It is pretty fun.
It adds some flavor to 40K, and it's kind of cool to see that that's going to be transferring over to Age of Sigmar. The bases are slotted, and they have holes pre-drilled in them so that you can just mount the models straight to the bases. So really, to start playing the game, you need to buy this box, and you're good.
Yeah, you put them
You've
together.
got
You don't
your
even need
two
to
armies.
paint them at
You
the
don't
point.
have to put them together. You don't have to glue them together. You don't have to paint them. Just basically cut them off the sprue, mount them on the bases, throw them on the tabletop. grab your dice, which are included in the set, grab your ruler, which is included in the set, grab your rule book, which is included in the set, and start rolling dice and playing with your friends, which is fantastic. Games Workshop has always put out great starter sets. I think they are going above and beyond with their recent releases, and I think this one is just setting a precedence that they're going to continue to move forward and put out unbelievable sets like this. So you've got your War Scrolls for all of your models. Basically, yeah, it gives you all the information that you need at your fingertips to start rolling dice. You get some transfers. These are for, the Sequidors, the Castigors, so this is all for your guys, the Sigmar.
You don't get any transfers.
I don't know where you would put them on the ghosts anyways.
I think with your painting skills, I don't think you're going to need them.
I'm going to paint them. I'm going to do a lot of airbrushing and just basically shades. I just want to make them look like they're all ethereal, transparent.
I'm going to pull my paint scheme probably from one of the older Stormcast Eternal books. I'm really liking a dark gunmetal style armor with maybe a red accent versus blue. Okay. That'll be my paint scheme. I've already been thinking. It's funny because as soon as I'm like
the wheels start turning.
As soon as I saw the box set, I'm like, okay, I kind of been planning a paint scheme for my guys, so I think I'm gonna have to start painting them.
So summary for the new edition and this box set. The new edition. This is coming from two guys that I played one demo game of Age of Sigmar, so this will be brand new coming into it, which might make it easier to learn. But from my understanding, the rules haven't changed too significantly. Terrain is more relevant. Now you actually get there's obstacles and there's ways of affecting movement and gaining cover saves, etc., which there wasn't in the old edition or in the last edition. It was basically terrain was not relevant at all. It didn't exist. It was on the tabletop just to make the table look pretty. So the other thing is the command traits, the introduction of a strategy or stratagem kind of system to Age of Sigmar from Warhammer 40k. So they're kind of learning. Each game is learning from the successes and failures of each edition. So they're kind of creating this two different games that are kind of on similar systems. The sequences, as far as your fighting, your phases, they're all the same from the last edition, so nothing has changed there. And again, you've got if you want to start playing, you've got the single battle plan in the core rule booklet, and then if you want to expand into the other battle plans, you're going to be wanting to read through this, and this gives you a lot of fluff. It gives you a lot of expansion onto the game system, your relics, command traits, everything for your specific factions. So, all in all, what's your opinion?
2 thumbs up. Actually, no. Put your thumbs up. 4 thumbs up from me.
4 thumbs up. I got to start rolling the dice and kind of get to know the game before I make any judgments on the actual game itself, or the actual edition itself. But as far as models, as far as contents of this box set, I gotta say 2 thumbs up from me, or 4 thumbs up from me.
Sponsored by
Thanks for watching Anvil of War Gaming.
If you like our video and you want to check out more of our content, click on the links on the screen or below.
You know, Adam, I think we should try and shoot a battle report with this.
I think that's in the near future. Box You're upside down again.
It's right side up.